Not quite. Went out for dog food and came running right back home with my tail twixt my legs. It's that bad out there. So instead of dealing with any of that, I'll go out later and get some dog food. But I wanted to come in here really quickly and address the 800-pound gorilla in the room. Thank you very much, everybody, for finally getting our subscriptions to 500. Hopefully we can keep it. But achieving 500 was a personal goal for me this year. So thank you. It's taken a couple of years for us to get our footing under us and to make some shows with some humor that is actually laughable. I hope it's the humor that's laughable, but if it's the show that's laughable and you're getting a good hearty chuckle out of it, then I'm good with that. I've worked in the music business for an awfully long time. I have no dignity left, no pride. All of that as it may be. Thank you all very much, because as I've said before, the best thing you can do for anybody here on YouTube is to subscribe to their channel. And I'm not asking that for myself. I ask that for all the creators whom you enjoy. So thank you very much, very much. From my wife and myself and everybody else who sort of works here on Monkey Shine Lab occasionally. Even my grandkids. Speaking of people who do nice things for me, I wanted to talk a little bit about some books that came out in a box from Andre. Sometimes, as a channel, we will get together some odd things and send them to his house. You know what we just sent you, man. And then other times, they'll send things to us. He finds a lot of action figures and stuff like that, and so he'll send them my way. This was a huge pile of Spider-Man stuff this time around. And once I get it kind of cleaned up, I will show it to you. And that's your message today. Not to smoke tobacco, kids. But he found a couple of issues of comic books at a Goodwill recently. And he called to ask my opinion of them and whether or not they were worth any cash. And turns out they were. And as a thank you, he sort of sent me a couple of issues that I've sort of been looking for. I am always on the hunt for anything Fantastic Four. I collected this comic religiously over the years, and I have a lot of them. But as of the 80s and 90s, I sort of dipped out of comic books and got more into girls and music and stuff like that. So, I'm getting back into comic books now because, well, I've had my time with the girls. Now I'm happily married. I am. I love my wife. Anyway, because she puts up with all of this. I mean, look around you. Would you allow this in your home? No. No, you wouldn't. She's a special lady. But anyway, I wanted to say thank you very much to Andre, and I wanted to show a couple of parts of these books really quick, because a couple of them that were sent have some really kind of special features to them, and they're all here, which is startling when you find them in a comic book. But in this issue here, and this is just fantastic. I've already filmed this once, and I'm pulling it out of the box, out of the bag again, just to show you, because I needed to refilm everything because I wasn't proud of what I've done. I'm not real proud of this either. But I am proud to have some of these comic books in my collection now, finally. Thank you very much, Andre. And take a look at in the insert here. This was the beginning of the Marvel Masterworks card sets. It was a trading card game of sorts, and it didn't go anywhere, and then the cards became massively devalued, and then they went way up in value again. Let this be a lesson to you on collectibles. Collectibles, folks, are not investments. They're for fun. They're for entertainment. They're for your own personal sense of achievement, okay? Don't buy comic books figuring you're gonna get rich. Don't buy any toys or nerdish stuff because you think you're gonna get rich on it, because you won't. You won't. Just don't do it, okay? Don't smoke tobacco, and don't buy collectibles as an investment toward the future. If you want to do some solid for your kids or your grandkids or whatever, get humping on that stock market or something. Get humping on making real money. Don't try to do it with collectibles. Anyway, this is an issue that I've seen in a variety of stores, and it was always kind of out of my price range to pick up because honestly, it's over the issue number 300, and that's, you know, well past my time, so I'm not necessarily a big collector of stuff after that number in Fantastic Four. I have a bunch of issues going way back to the 80s. But I always saw this and I thought, wow, you know, I would like to have that triple size annual. And I didn't know this. I don't think Andre knew this about this because it was in a bag when it came to me. But it's a die cut cover, okay? And it has this amazing 2-page fold out of everyone who's been through the Fantastic Four universe in recent memory. Thumbnail. Again, a book that I really am happy to add to my collection. Never really thought I would add it to my collection, and yet now here it is. This is the kind of thing that you can't teach the kind of generosity that some of my friends have exhibited this year, or any of you for coming and watching the show. So for everyone who has come through our window here to come see what's going on, whether or not you've stayed for very long, whether you're returning or whether you're brand new, thank you very much for being a member of this channel. Thank you very much for being a part of our community. You know, because I know there are a lot of other people that do the same thing we do. You know, toy hunting is not something that's new. But we did start this channel with the idea that we would educate when we could in terms of how to save you $1. You know, and I'm really proud of some of the stuff that's been done this year. Some of the YouTube creators that are in our loose little conflagration of friends here have done some honest journalistic work with their money and their cameras. Andre kind of blew the lid off the pink slip thing, the larger scale pink slip cars. I think that alone is just more than enough. He spent his $20 so that nobody else would lose theirs. And if you haven't seen that set of videos, head over to the first 117 and check that out. If you're not a member of Ghostbusters Quick Response Unit on Facebook, please join Jersey's community over there. The Ghostbusters do an amazing amount of community outreach and good works. Go check out Shelby Street Diecast. Go check out Nostalgic. All of these channels have given me the reason to do what I do. And I can't tell you how nice it feels to sort of be a puzzle piece that sort of fits in somewhere in this whole thing. I wasn't certain when I started, but I am certain now. We're gonna keep doing it. Oh look, somebody's calling me about football. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for coming out here. Thank you for watching. We know there's an awful lot of creators out there who create the same kind of content that we do. So we really do value your time here, spending a little bit of it with us. We appreciate that. We really do. Thank you very much for coming out here to Monkey Shine Lab, and I will see you all again tomorrow. It's a tough Christmas season, okay? I've done my shopping, and I just, boy, crowds. Why did I choose toy hunting and stuff? Why did I think that this was a good idea? See you tomorrow, folks.
Are you people?